Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Dimitri and this is VIOFO Australia's project Auto Gear Reviews. Today we are talking about another competitor in the manufacturing of digital dash cameras on the market, the company called DDPAI. Yes, not the most intuitive name, but easy to remember. We are looking at their rather impressive product called N5 dual channel dash camera. It's a camera that is facing forward. It's a camera that has also an appendage that can face backwards. It's a 4K camera, dual channel with night vision capability, built-in storage, so not just reliant on the memory card that you put in, but also has built-in storage, built-in GPS log, and parking modes, as you would imagine. And most importantly, what I'm very curious about, don't know if we can test it, but it's good to point it out, microwave radar detector. Yes, this thing is supposedly going to alert you if it detects the microwaves that the speed cameras are emitting, whether they're handheld ones or whether they're installed ones. So I'm not encouraging you to speed and to feel safe speeding when you have something like this, but that is something that sets this camera apart. That's why you should keep watching, and that's why you should give this video a quick like. It goes a long way, tells me that you enjoy my content and brings more people to our lovely channel. Now, before we move on with the detailed review, this is going to be a detailed review of the camera. That Auto Gear Reviews, the sister channel of VIOFO Australia, always has more and more in-depth content on this and any other product. Such as, right now, we are going to be unboxing this and we are going to be installing this in this Subaru to compare it to my VIOFO camera, the one that I have. However, to encourage you to support the Auto Gear Reviews, this segment, the unboxing and the installation, is going to be on Auto Gear Reviews only. It's going to look like a similar video reviewing this lovely camera. However, it will have extra chapters in it. That's why, if nothing else, you should go there, show your support to me, to my undertakings, like that video and watch it if you are interested. Well, now the device is connected and my phone is paired, and if you missed all of that kind of stuff because you are on VIOFO Australia, like I said, Auto Gear Reviews has all the extras for you, my friends. You don't want to miss it if you're seriously considering this product. So, front-facing camera 4K, rear-facing camera. You can see the sample footage on the screen. I think, as it says on the box, 4K camera in this particular case does not disappoint. I think it's rather amazing. As far as kind of the lighting conditions and how it perceives the color on the road and kind of just in front of us with all this greenery where I was installing it, you can be the judge. I will compare it to my VIOFO VS1 mini camera, the one that I'm using. Just don't forget, keep in mind that VIOFO mini camera that I'm using is 2K and this is 4K. So of course, DDPAI is much higher quality. I would dare say it's a much higher quality camera. The rear view camera, I didn't expect much from it, but as you can see, it's doing its job, at least to the extent that you would expect it to do. Once again, in case you missed the detailed installation, I will say only one thing that I go into detail on Auto Gear Reviews. It is a temporary installation. I never do it permanently, at least not for these kind of scenarios. So, and it explains to you how I went about it. We're about to go for a test drive as well, and I'm going to be driving and commenting as I go along. We're going straight against the sun. It's a very brightly lit day. And of course, there is a slightly dirty windscreen also between the camera and what it's recording. All that you're interested in is really the road conditions, what happened in case, because let's not forget, dash cameras are not just there for vlogging. Dash cameras are there to make sure that you can record emergency situations, that you can then provide accurate data to your insurer. So far so good. I think that the car is recording the number plates pretty damn well, especially if you exported this footage onto the big screen, not on your phone, and paused it, zoomed in if you need to, and that's what those people would do on the investigations of anything that's happening to you. And again, I mentioned it as I was unboxing the camera. I think I like that, like, you know how some cameras, such as the previously owned VIOFO, the one that I had, a VIOFO camera that was like a bulky unit with a built-in little screen. It could show you what you are recording. And on one hand, it's cool to see it right in front of you. So it's nice to see exactly what's being recorded. On another hand, dash camera is there as an kind of insurance enabling device. It is there to be hidden behind your rear view mirror. You shouldn't even see it, in my opinion. First of all, you shouldn't be distracted by any screens. going to be driving safely and looking at the little screen of the dash cam, would you? So you wouldn't. All you need to know is that it's recording. That's why when it turns on, it says, "Hello, DDPAI," or whatever it says. So it's lovely, nice little, nice pleasant voice. And you know it's recording. That's all I wanted to do. But then when you need the footage, well, there is an app. There is an app, and now we're going to talk about that app a little bit, about the DDPAI. The VIOFO also has an app. It's also not perfect. Before we go into the DDPAI app conversation, VIOFO's app, for comparison, is also not perfect. It's also a little bit clunky on the UI. You need to disconnect from whatever other network. You need to connect to the Wi-Fi network of the camera, etc., etc. It will be that's what enables that. On DDPAI, I found the pairing mode of the camera probably among the most convoluted ones that I've tested over time on the dash cameras that I've tested and the smart screens that I've tested in the past. I found it one of the most convoluted ones because at one point in time, other than the basic thing of you connecting to the network and stuff like this, it tells you to confirm pairing with the device. For safety reasons, to make sure that not some random person downloaded an app and connected to your thing. I appreciate why they're doing it. And of course, I would stand corrected very, very nicely if you said to me, Dmitry, if you spent time and actually read the instructions, you would be fine, mate. And you'd be right. You'd be absolutely right. It's not on DDPAI in this case. It's on me as a user. But once again, I represent majority of average Joes and Janes who don't read that stuff. They expect this stuff to be intuitive. And if I expect this stuff to be intuitive, when it said to me, press the button above to confirm pairing, or whatever it says there on the app UI, I'm going to overlay here and show it to you on the side. Come on, mate. First of all, the app UI does not show me exactly what button. Simple screenshot, simple arrow, simple like screenshot of the camera with that little button on the side with an arrow pointing at it would have saved me momentary kind of confusion. It would have saved me from that moment, but it didn't. So that in the moment it frustrated me. I was like, okay, obviously I need to press some hardware button, and that button is rather well hidden. Let's be honest. I didn't see it straight away when I looked even at the camera, and I just installed it and I didn't see it, I'll be honest with you. And you will be confused too, but here I'm happy to show you exactly what button to press. Press this button when the app is asking you to pair it. So when it asks you to pair it, you press that button and off you go, it's okay. Then further you do all these manipulations with the app and it's okay. Now, this moment where the app gets stuck, seemingly stuck, trying to connect, and then it even shows the arrow as if it has not connected properly. I attribute it to already existing Android Auto connectivity with my built-in wireless connectivity to the Subaru Outback infotainment system and all these electronics that's in here. That's what I attribute it to. It happened to the other electronic devices that I've tested in the past. I know what it is. I didn't decide to unpair my phone and go through this yet again. I'm just acknowledging it here that if you're having any issues pairing the app with the device, make sure that first of all you unpair whatever else is happening. It's inconvenient. I wish it wasn't there, but that's how a lot of these devices, a lot of these things work, not just DDPAI N5. And also another kind of reassuring, hopefully, fact for you is that even though I got that error, even though it didn't seem to pair properly, even though that happened, okay, I still got all the footage in the app, not even on the card. I could still see in the interface of the app that it has recorded something, and it has given me all these opportunities to make sure that I have very nicely recorded everything, you know? So that's not a problem at all. What else? So let's summarize, my friends. We're driving still, but why not start summarizing as we drive to save us both the time? I like DDPAI N5, and I apologize to my lovely sponsors here, DDPAI, for horribly pronouncing the name of their brand. Quality of the unit. Again, I had it only here for, I don't know, maybe coming closer to an hour installed in the temporary installation. So only time would tell what the quality of this thing is over time. However, overall, in the hand, as I was installing it, as I was applying the hinge, it's all very solidly built. Nothing is creaking, it's not flimsy, it's not cheap, it's not plasticky. I'm not gonna say cheap, but I'm gonna say the only sense of hollow, kind of a bit light in the hand and kind of, you know, not super solid comes from the rear view camera. Rear view camera does seem like a very soft, kind of definitely not shock proof or anything appendage that you probably would do well to be careful when you're installing it. It's not gonna crack in your hands or anything like that, I'm not suggesting that. But it's a bit more hollow and a bit more plasticky. That's the only thing I can tell you. Connectivity with the app was the only point of temporary frustration, which again, we spoke about in greater detail now, and it was all resolved, it's all fine. As you can see the sample footage, it all comes through, it's all fine. But they could have done a much better job in terms of indicating in that allegedly redesigned and much better version of the app that now you can download from you know, Google Play Store and Apple Store, presumably. They could have done a much better job, specifically on the moment where they say to you, press the button to confirm connectivity. They needed to literally put it like in that whole white space of that app. It frustrated me in the moment, and it still frustrates me because I know just how easy it is to fix it. It doesn't even require any software change to the app. Just put a screenshot there with a little arrow pointing at the button that the user needs to press. Done. No confusion, everything is sorted, everything is great. And that was the only thing I have to say about it. Everything else seems to be rather standard. I can say to this camera right now, take photo. There you go, you heard the shutter sound. And on this positive note, I'd like to say that N5 is a lovely product, solid enough, very impressed with it. I hope you were too. If you liked this video, found it educational, entertaining maybe, perhaps, just give it a like, it goes a long way. It takes me a lot longer to put these videos together, it really, really does. And if you're not subscribed yet to Auto Gear Reviews, once again, shameless plug, please visit Auto Gear Reviews, it's a spin-off channel of Value Cars Australia. Subscribe to the channel, take a look at more detailed, in-depth unboxing and installation videos that are usually, not 100%, but say 80%, accompanying most of my reviews of all my gear. And the shorter version videos and reviews come to Value Cars Australia, typically. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you next time about something else, essential car electronics related. Goodbye for now.